Yes, we have the chest. It is a treat indeed. You lost the bidding for it. So it happens. I agree. Its story is very interesting. Ponce de Leon. Are you serious? Please, come and share these revelations with us. In Venice? It's a shame. Hold on a second. Our colleague Sylvie Leroux is headed there. Yes, she is going to deliver a lecture at the Scuola di Santa Croce that evening. Young but competent, she's the one working on the chest. Marcel? Not anymore. Fine, I'll let her know. You have an appointment then. Goodbye.
Did you find anything in his secretary?
A letter from a certain Count Saint Germain.
Some collector?
He wanted to talk to Marcel about the chest.
That could have been him.
I'll try to look into it right after I come back.
Leaving already?
Venice. I'm delivering a lecture there to promote Scorpio Ritual, my book about the Knights Hospitaller mystery my uncle and I uncovered.
Oh, I'd love to go with you.
Pack your bags then. Come along.
Ah, damn it. I promised the boss I'd finish the painting this week.
I'll help you as soon as I get back.
The Carnival of Venice. That was our mutual dream. You see, I just can't. Not without Marcel. But you have a good time.
Thanks. See you.
When are you leaving?
First thing in the morning.
Straight to Venice?
Via Paris, just to repack. See you.
Have a great time, and be back soon.
Was Marcel here last week?
Oh, yes. Then?
Then, on the day he died?
No, he wouldn't fall down during the day. At night.
Was he alone?
No, he would rarely come alone. Usually with Claire.
Ah, so he was with Claire.
I haven't said that. He came alone.
I thought he had an appointment.
Possible? That strange man was already waiting for him.
What did he look like?
I cannot tell you. There was nothing distinctive about him. He was sitting in a dark corner. I didn't even see him coming.
Did they order anything?
Only Marcel. He came up to the bar and ordered absinthe.
They left together?
Yes, there was a raging storm outside, but they left. You can't avoid your destiny.
Will true friendship weather all the storms? What do you think?
I don't know. If it doesn't, then is it really true? And if it isn't true, is it really friendship?
Perhaps it doesn't demand great effort to check it, just enough to walk to the castle.
The way to the castle and from the castle is exactly the same.
See ya.
Maybe.
The innkeeper suggests a weird stranger might be responsible. But can I trust his account? The dramatic events of that night took place right here. How about examining this place more closely? The stately castle overlooks the area. I guess in the past, the local population could find shelter there. The crevice is too narrow. I can't reach any further. An interesting motif, a tree. This coin is unique and looks very old. An ancient coin with a sophisticated emblem of the Tree of Life, perfectly preserved. The obverse is covered with linear A script. Who could have lost such a precious rarity? disturbing vision. Was it the varnish fumes? I don't really know what to think of it all. I'm afraid the Count might be behind Marcel's death. On the other hand, I should pick up the gauntlet and try to solve this case.
I've just received a phone call. It was a certain Saint Germain, a collector.
Saint Germain?
He wants to attend your lecture in Venice.
How does he know so much about me? Has he left his number?
No, I wouldn't underestimate him. He may add something to the story of the chest. By the way, did you know that the chest was stored in Venice in the 19th century?
Rings a bell.
At the Scuola di Santa Croce.
That's where my lecture is taking place.
You see? It all starts to fit into place. Good luck. Just make sure you come back here.
Thanks. I will be back for sure.
This girl is very nosy. I'm counting on her.
She's that interesting?
As bait?
Beautiful decorations. For the carnival, I guess. Hello, I'm Sylvie Leroux.
I'm so glad that you are here. Welcome to the humble abode of the Cultural Society.
I'm wondering where my lecture is going to take place.
Right next to us in the meeting hall, Androni as we call it. In the past, the donations were collected there. Now it's the place of lectures and concerts.
It's going to be a pleasure to meet my readers in such interesting surroundings.
That's true, the hall has its unique atmosphere. I'd like you to take note of the recess to the right.
Oh, what's so special about it?
There's a marble tablet with a nonsensical Latin inscription. A supposedly profound meaning is hidden in those randomly arranged letters.
A tourist attraction.
Correct. I encourage you to have a look at it after the lecture.
Maybe I'll do it right away.
Ah, the soul of an adventurer gets the upper hand.
Well, I've got a very tight schedule. No time to waste.
Won't you be distracted before the lecture?
Quite the opposite. I'm well prepared, but it'll calm my nerves instead.
Stage fright?
I'm afraid so.
I can assure you that everything is ready. Try not to think about the lecture for a while and just have a look around the building.
It's magnificent in here. I love Venice.
The former Serenissime is still dazzling. This place used to belong to the Scuola, a confraternity stemming from the Middle Ages.
A grand building.
Not as grand as the Scuola Grandi buildings, 6 of them altogether. This was the unofficial 7th one.
Unofficial?
Yes, for instance, despite its name, there was never a relic of the true cross in here. The confraternity of St. John the Evangelist, one of the great 6, had it. Those institutions had a large influence over the burghers. Thanks to them, they were not only able to perform, so to speak, statutory tasks such as helping their brothers and their families, but they also could satisfy the need for prestige and shape the policy of the Republic.
Prestige in Venice had to be pretty expensive.
Oh yes, surely you've heard of the Tintoretto paintings adorning the Scuola Grande di San Rocco.
Naturally, outstanding works.
What about the ravishing interiors of the Scuola Grande di San Marco? Brothers who provided for our building couldn't really equal those, but the architectural concept is similar.
What happened to the Scuola later on?
Well, along with the fall of the Republic, everything started to change. Even the Carnival tradition was relinquished. Do you know who ordered it?
The Inquisition?
Not even close. It was that tyrant, Napoleon, who dissolved the Major Council in 1797. Our society originated from the Scuola in the 19th century, adopting a scientific and cultural character.
At the Maritime Museum, I'm working on a chest that belonged to Ponce de Leon. The director mentioned that it used to be stored here.
Correct. His chest was right there, in the meeting hall.
Can you tell me something more on the subject?
When in 1521 the conquistador died in Havana of a wound inflicted by an Indian arrow, legends about his chest started to circulate. It was said that it contained a map showing the location of the Fountain of Youth.
Whose hands did it fall into?
The views on this matter are divided. Some say Hernando de Soto obtained it. I incline to the hypothesis that De Leon left the chest in Seville. He gave an account of his journey there in front of the clerks from the Casa de Contratación, who prepared guidelines for Spanish sailors.
Was Padrón Real produced there, that famous map?
You're absolutely right. The official and secret master map of the New World.
Does anybody know what happened to the chest then?
Possibly it was on Juan de Austria's ship during the Battle of Lepanto, when he led the Holy League fleet to victory. In the whole commotion, the chest must have ended up on one of the Venetian galleasses participating in the battle.
By coincidence?
Whether by coincidence or deliberately, the Confraternity of the True Cross took it over. The initiated brothers hid it away, since the Austria kept on searching for his lost property. In any case, he wasn't the only one after the legendary map.
It was believed to lead to the Fountain of Youth?
Such were those days. The most ambitious individuals were looking for El Dorado, the Philosopher's Stone, or the Fountain.
And the brothers?
They had prestige. The more they denied having the chest, the greater their prestige was.
And what happened to the chest later on?
They emptied the cash during the Napoleonic Wars. The chest was hastily moved to a different, safer place in the city.
You know where to?
Unfortunately, no. Our guardian Grande, who moved the chest, was murdered soon after.
What a mysterious story. Have my books arrived?
Yes, they're here. A beautiful edition. They still smell of printing ink and success.
How large an audience do you expect?
I'm certain many people will come. We have our own regular audience, and apart from that, we advertise the lecture as a huge event. You can expect many people.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Relax. Everything will be just perfect, huh?
Certainly. This time, I won't pay the same price for success.
You mean your uncle's death? A much-regretted loss. But life has to go on, and your uncle would be so proud of you.
Thank you. I do believe that. What events have you planned for the immediate future?
A lecture and an exhibition about the birth of the Latin Empire.
A very interesting topic, and related to the city as well.
That's the point. And then a more exotic series of lectures about Atlantis, from analyzing Plato's dialogues to presenting archaeological finds in the field.
That's debatable.
I know. I'm still preparing the list of lecturers. Perhaps you could help me with it.
I'll think about it and let you know when I'm in France.
I'll be obliged.
May I have a look around the hall?
But of course, please do.
A refined and well-read man. It was a pleasure talking to him. An ad of my book with the lecture agenda. Venetian lions guard the secrets of the confraternity. I'm going to sign my books after the lecture. Let's hope somebody is interested. It doesn't only dissolve nail polish. My favorite kind, long-lasting and high quality. I described my last amazing discovery in it. Great acoustics, a perfect place for a lecture. Colorful stained glass windows add luster to the austere interior.